It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. What is up, gamers? It's me Sneaks here, back again with the COD mobile video, guys. Today's video I got for you the top 5 best guns video, and in this video I've created a new classification of guns that would be coming on my channel in the next seasons too, and that is the distinction. Now, a bit of introduction to this new class. I'll say that this is the class of guns which are the best in the game, which are the best, which are the fastest skilling, but simply you don't have the skills enough to pull out the full potential of these guns. So the number one gun at the end of the video, and we'll first go to the distinction and then so on. So for those of you who still haven't guessed what this gun is by looking at it, I'm straight say this out on your face that you're a nerd, and why are you gonna play COD Mobile if you don't know the guns, okay? So I'll also tell what this is. I'm not so bad though. It is the KRM-262. It was released back in season 3 and was still the best shotgun, and today is too. Now I'm gonna say a few things about this gun, which are the drawbacks that prevent this gun from being the best in the game. The time to kill is 0 milliseconds, which is the fastest killing gun in the game. But the main problem is the fire rate. It is pretty slow as compared to the Buy 15 and other shotguns, and also it requires a lot of skill and a ton of luck. Skill in the sense that you need to hit every shot, the crosshair placement should be just perfect, and I'll say another skill that you need for this gun to be viable is movement. Now sometimes you might get lucky and get hip fire kills even at 20 meters, while sometimes you may be very unlucky and land up getting hit markers and headshots at a range of just 1 or 2 meters. So that's the main drawback of this weapon, and I'm gonna say that a lot of practice and patience will just make you a master of this weapon, so you'll be destroying rank lobbies like Garena players. Okay, so this is the meta in the Garena server right now, and it is the best shotgun. Out of all the shotguns, it is the best. So here's the loadout. Feel free to use it and tell me in the comment section if you like my loadouts, which would in turn just motivate me to promote other loadout videos in future. Also, I downgraded my device, so I'll be posting regular gameplay vids on this channel now, because it's become easy for me to recall lag-free gameplay, just as you can see on the screen. So coming in at number 2 is the PP19 Bison in tie with the QQ9, because I clearly couldn't decide which to place first, because some people were saying I'm placing some very strong points against the PP19 while some were placing very strong points in favor of it. So first we'll talk about the forward motion, and in the forward motion I'll say that it has a 3-shot capacity even up close and to a distance of like 10 meters, while the range is infinite, absolutely 0 recoil, better than the G40 at its prime in season 9. With what it is now, it is better than the G40 was. So also you get the huge magazine capacity of 64 bullets because of the bug in the 30 ODM attachment, but even without that you have 64 bullets, and you get a maximum of 84 bullets if you use 20 round mag, extended mag. So overall it's a gun which is pretty viable, also has huge amounts of ADS movement speed, just like a hacker even after all the accuracy attachments. So coming in a tie at number 2 with the PP19 Bison is the QQ9. Preferably I just placed the QQ9 above the Bison, but according to the poll that I took from my friends, like they were saying the Bison is a bit up. Rather, now we'll talk about the points in the forward motion of the QQ9. Now the points are that it has a high fire rate, which when combined with the damage is kind of medium, but when combined with the damage, the high fire rate provides a very good kill time. Now the kill time in the QQ9 is faster than the PP19 Bison, but the Bison just takes it all when it comes to the 3-shot capacity of the Bison. So the first honorable mention or the underrated mention goes to the AK-117. It just stands on top of the underrated list, and mainly because it never went away. It was never nerfed. Right from season 1, it was still an OP gun right back in season 9, I think, when the gunsmith was introduced, and it still is to date. But the only thing that makes, I'm not saying it's a bad gun, but yes, it is surely outgunned by other guns like the Man of War, the QQ9, the Bison, and all, which are currently in the meta right now. So yes, it is pretty decent weapon, and it has the only drawback that is it is a 5-shot weapon even up close. So that is the only drawback, and you have 30 bullets at maximum 48. But with the fire rate and the number of bullets required to kill, it just runs out so fast. But the only thing that is good on this weapon is, I should say, the excellent factor, or you can say the hip fire. The hip fire is so damn accurate on this gun. I'm just telling you, it feels like you're hacking. it's just so accurate. You hardly miss a bullet. It's like 7 shots or so. That's the bullet spread when you hip fire. So overall, a great weapon. Now I can say it is pretty good. I don't have words for it because I have enjoyed using it when it was the best back in season 1. But yes, I have got 2 gunsmith loadouts for you. One is if you have the paid versions or the versions with a good iron sight, and the second one is for the common skins, like which don't have so much like OP iron sight like the paid ones. So these are the 2 loadouts. Just swap them, and don't forget to tell me in the comment section if you like my gunsmith vids, so I'll post more and more gunsmiths right in the future. So move on to number 3. I know you hate it, I know you really hate it to the bottom of your heart, but believe me or not, it is the best. Like, you know, you've heard a song from Emiway by saying, where he says that when 4 जन करेंगे तेरी बुराई तब समझ जाना बेटा तू मचा रहा था भाई. So I follow that for this gun. Like, this gun is being just abused so badly. It's being cursed that why COD Mobile added this, but at the same time, people deep down in their hearts know that they won't survive 1v5s or 1v3s when it comes to just clutching in search and destroy ranked matches. And then they thank this weapon that they had this. So obviously better than the Reneti, because the Reneti requires a lot of skill. Even if you miss one shot, like, you won't get a kill. So this is one tap. Reneti is or is not. This is way more accurate than it because you have more movement. Since you don't have to ADS, you have to only hip fire, so you can move around freely as much as you can. Also, I like to say that that is a major drawback of this weapon. The same thing, because you can only hip fire, so forget it for long ranges. Yes, best combined with a sniper, and even on a bad day if you miss some snipes, feel free to pull this out. So hopping in at number 2 on the underrated gunsmiths, I have the M4 for you guys. Now some of you might be really astonished by the fact that I added the M4 on this list, but yes, it is one of the most underrated guns because the amount of accuracy that you get, it's just insane. 0 recoil, 100% accuracy, and that is why you can feel free to drop as many as ADS attachments on it because they won't affect the recoil at all. It is easy to control even after adding those attachments. Now I have made the gunsmith here. You can see it, you can copy it, try it, and inform me. Do you like it or not? So you obviously know that COD Mobile is not a fool. Activision is not a fool releasing this gun out in Lucky Draw and then constantly promoting it in seasonal challenges and ranked rewards. That means that they want the people to use this gun because this gun is actually it. Now I'm going to tell you a few stats about this weapon. It has 0 recoil, as you know, the best gun for beginners. And obviously not even beginners, the advanced people, because when you're getting shot, you're going up against sweats, you're getting a lot of flinch, so you can drop accuracy attachments on it which reduce the flinch, like, and this is the gunsmith, so you can use it. Also great hip fire accuracy and the mag capacity, and it is also a 4-shot capacity till like 10 or 15 meters. So obviously the go-to weapon if you want to destroy in ranked, and my suggestion is that you should start using this weapon if you haven't till now, because I think you are pretty outdated that you don't know this gun is on the top. Also, the BSA is so good that even if you get the monolithic suppressor on, you're still getting good amount of BSA, thus giving you stealthy kind of a feel in ranked gameplays and providing you easy nukes. Try the gunsmith and inform me if you like it or not. So stepsisters are always underrated, and you know I think all of my viewers know what I'm saying, right? They're always underrated. They're so overpowered, correct? So this is somewhat like the HPK stepsis. Reason I'm calling it so is because it contains the large caliber. Now some of you might not be actually comfortable with the iron sights, so I've got two loadouts for you, and this is the one if you have a problem with iron sights. The Akimbo counter, the chopper, and you know guys, this is the gun if you're going up against Akimbo deagles and Akimbo Phoenix, because you wanna destroy them at range. You wanna spray as much as you can. If they have the movement ability, you have the ammo ability that you can spray as much ammo as you can even if you're missing shots. Great weapon, 4-shot up close, and the bullet spread is bad, I know, but it actually helps in getting kills, because if two players are rushing you, some of the bullets hit one player while some of the bullets hit the other player. So this is all in all a great weapon for spraying, for clearing of hot points, for clearing of domination B, and all of those stuff that you want to do. Obviously you can actually run other perks for the video. I don't know why by mistake I put on vulture perk, but yes, because of the ammo capacity you actually don't need any other thing. You need to just put on any other perk like hardwired or so on. So this is the hashtag 5th gun that I'll play on the list, and so now the first is still a mystery. The second one is the Bison and QQ9. The third is the Akimbo deagle. The fourth is the Quexer, and the fifth is the chopper, along with all other underrated mentions. So coming in at hashtag 5 on the underrated list, I have the LK24 gaining too much popularity after Bobby Place made a video on it saying that it's one of the best weapons, and of his gameplay in which QQ9 sweaty tryhards couldn't even destroy him while he just lasered them at long ranges. Here's the gunsmith, feel free to use them, and one is for good iron sights and one is for bad iron sights. There you go, moving on to the number 1 gun. So the best man out of everything, out of all the guns in the game, you got the Man of War at number 1. Receive 2 nerfs constantly, and still you cannot just match the amount of skill required. Okay, it's a sarcasm. You actually need 0 skill to use this weapon except for recoil control. For that you can just pull on some attachments, like it would affect the ADS speed, I know, but not by much. So I've also got 2 loadouts in case you want to pull out the Cardinal skin or the Pack Leader skin, which have a pretty open iron sight. Then you can follow the loadout that you can see on the screen right now. And if you want to use a red dot, which is the Garena meta, or you don't have any paid skins, you have only free to play skins, not even the Cardinal, then you can use the loadout like which I was using before, the one in Damascus. So a huge shout out to Knocking Fudge for just providing me with his identity to play with the Damascus camos. Go and subscribe to his channel, link in the description. And yes, that's all for today.
Legends never die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them scream?